Ah, dating. Nothing like two humans falling endlessly in love till the day one of them dies a painfully slow death in hospice, while the other one watches, holding their yellowish, leathery, almost see-through hands. Or at least I assume that's what happened, because I don't date. I'm not gay as fuck. Most people learn to accept the differences or quirks of their spouse, but not Wrestling Otaku. He's a mold breaker, a trailblazer, I tell ya. He's obviously one of the smart ones. Tonight, we will go through his list of requirements to date him. And hopefully, we will learn how to get some pussy, because it's been a while since I slayed some sliz, you know what I mean? Since I climbed and conquered Gush Mountain, if you know what I'm talking about.
Jesus Christ.
So, with that being said, let's hop right into her. Wrestling Otaku. He's decent. He's got, I think, like 3,000 subs, something like that. But this is his list of requirements in order to date him. 13,000 views. This kind of blew up. We're going to watch the intro because it's horrible. This is his his first intro. Let me turn this down a little bit.
Is he doing the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yeah, so he's obsessed with anime and pro wrestling. Also, the Baltimore Ravens and some fucking shitty-ass gay baseball team or whatever the hell they are.
Cool.
Good intro, right?
Awesome. Solid.
All right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the one and only Wrestling Otaku channel. Of course, your personification of excellence here on YouTube and the YWC, your premier wrestling talk channel right here on YouTube.com. And I'm back here tonight. It is officially Tuesday, December 20th, I believe. It's still the 20th, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's December 20th, 2022.
Oh, this is a great video.
So it's, I believe it's approaching 7. I think it's 7, past 7, whatever heavy. So I want to make this video here.
He has no idea what day it is or what time it is, but yet no fret, folks. We are going to get into his lists of requirements. So I'm gonna go forward here to 125, and we are watching this pretty much.
The blue screen is killing me.
In the background.
Yeah, I love it. At
his grandma's house. Because I watched his Mother's Day video, and he said he called his mom, and he was surprised that she answered. So I'm assuming, I always thought that this was his mom's house, but apparently it's not. It's got to be a grandmother or another great aunt. Just right off the rip, if you were to guess, how old do you think our friend Wrestling Otaku is? The personification of excellence, by the way.
36?
It's a good guess.
Today, I'm going to be discussing something that I haven't really talked about much at all, either on this channel or on social media in general in quite some time. And I guess,
now keep in mind
words.
Pandora's.
Keep in mind, and you know what's funny? He's a pro wrestler commentator, not professionally, just on his channel, and he thinks he's the best. And he calls out, if we still have time, there's like a minute where he calls out some other journalist on a different video. But if you want me to stop this at any point, or if you want to talk over him, go ahead, because we're pretty much watching this whole video in full. So
okay, cool.
Box someone talking about this topic again, but here today I wanted to talk about dating, relationships in general, and obviously it relates to that. I'm going to be talking about women. All right,
already mad.
So
already he's pissed off.
That was a sign.
I'm not in the dating scene anymore. And I have my reasons for not being in the dating scene anymore.
You're heinous.
Most of the reasons, one of the biggest reasons is, just like I've said multiple times, I made videos about this. There's a number of videos. One of my most watched
Vice magazine did an article on him. I'm pretty sure it was an article, or it could have been. Oh no, you know what it was? They used one of his videos, but it wasn't like anything negative. It was a wrestling thing. It was in a Vince McMahon DVD. They used like a clip of his YouTube, and this dude, okay, just a little ground level. This guy is so full of himself and narcissistic. When he is right about something, he literally gets into the camera and he's like, yeah, like drooling, as you'll see too. Spit. He's one of these people where there's a ball of spit that likes to ball up in the tips of his lips, and they connect with a string sometimes.
Uploaded on this channel was a video talking about this, and that is the fact that women this generation just ain't worth it. They just aren't worth the. They just aren't worth the trouble, as far as I'm concerned. They're so nowadays they seem to think that guys like us have to live up to their standards. They have to
standards.
live up to their
I'm looking forward to what these
and if we
standards
don't,
are.
Well, we ain't
dude.
shit. Well, quite frankly, I'm going to think the same way about you. If you're going to think that I ain't shit, well, then I'm going to come out here and I'm going to say that you ain't shit. It's as simple as that. You want respect? How about you give some respect in turn? Okay?
He's not even in a relationship, and he's already the worst.
He's not even talking to a specific person. This is just a generalization to meet people. He's trying to meet people with this rhetoric.
Yeah.
All right. Incel as fuck, dude. Like, straight up, like, unironically likes the Joker.
I to respect you. How about you earn some fucking respect, okay? It's not something you can just snap your fingers and just, oh my god, I gotta respect you just because you're a woman, just because you're because of your gender. I can't stand when people do that, and it's one of those things now, where women nowadays
hoping
are
he was
just
going
so
to say
fucking,
genitals.
like, demanding. Like, they just fucking, like, oh my god, we have to do this. We have to do this for them.
By the way, look at the size of his eyebrows, dude. Do you remember the old shitty toy as a kid where you had like the magnet thing and you would draw on the face? These are his eyebrows. When he starts moving, look at the shape of these fucking things.
I'm sorry, I don't operate like that, man.
Does he take the glasses off?
It looks like a punctuation mark over his over his eyeballs.
Man, woman, or man, or woman, whatever. You know, we got all sorts of different, sexualities, and that's fine, And I'm fine with, whatever sexuality somebody has. It's just,
it doesn't sound like he's fine with anything.
You respect mine.
Listen to how deep he gets.
Any relationship at all, romantic, whatever have you, should be 50-50, right? That's just my philosophy.
Says the guy who's 50-50. Literally drafted a list of requirements.
When are we going to get into the requirements?
Think that it's 70,
they're coming up.
70-30 or 80-20 in their favor. That they have all the control in the relationship. I just can't stand that shit. And too many women nowadays are like that and the reason being is because they've been spoiled for so many years and they've been basically told and they've basically been fostered this mentality from the media today. It is a lot of it has to do with society.
This guy seems like he's an Andrew Tate,
media in
top
general,
G.
all this women's empowerment stuff. They basically told
but he doesn't show like 1%, like physically 1%. He's disgusting.
And guys ain't shit. They're pretty much.
He probably smells
That's why you got so
horrible.
many feminist movements out here.
His fucking eyebrow hairs are trying to get away from that smell. Look at those things.
That's why I'm not in the dating scene anymore because I don't want to deal with that shit, man. I'm just done with that.
He's so cool.
I dealt with it in my 20s. I'm not doing it again here, man. And I had to deal with a lot of that bullshit coming up, in my...
He just doesn't stop.
Not really so much my teen years because I was in school and shit, and I personally didn't care for school anyway, but, into my,
Wow, big surprise there.
My young adult years, 18, 19, and
is this torture
20s,
for you?
And now
it's not that good. No, I love it.
Anymore,
but it's...
I got priorities. I got goals. I got my
own
life to
something
live.
Else.
I got things that I want to do with myself. I want to get my life in order. I want to get my life straight, which 50, I'm starting to do, and it's starting to go down the right path. And it's just, I just don't have time for that nonsense, And you got all these fucking, apologists out here and shit talking about, don't hate the players.
This is the intro.
I'm not here to fucking.
We haven't even gotten to step 1.
No.
I'm not here to fucking play games.
Like he Kevin does Nash get puss.
Said, look at the adjective, play, even though it's not an adjective, it's a verb. So Kevin Nash kind of messed that up, but you get what I'm saying. But, look at the verb, play. I'm not here to play.
Nope. He's here to date and fuck.
So
he's already ran out of fuck.
I have decided that if they're not gonna come correct, if they're not gonna come at me correct, any kind of respect or give me any sort of legitimate reason.
It's like, I wonder why some mid chick doesn't find you completely disgusting. He's genuinely presenting this information for a figment of his imagination of a girlfriend. He's not even a real person.
Every female that has existed, that exists and will ever exist, is this person he's describing.
What shitty action star does he look like the Walmart version of? I can't think of it.
It's no fun.
And I won't bother.
Pauly Shore.
I just won't bother. I prefer to stay solo. I'm a solo. I'm a lone wolf.
It's like a fat, swollen Pauly Shore.
He's a lone wolf.
I'm single, and I prefer to be that way.
So here's my requirements to date me, because I prefer to be single.
They want. Oh my god, you can't get with 50 or whatever stupid shit. People are going to delude themselves into telling just to try to fucking give me a bad name and all that. But the fact is, I'm on here telling you I prefer to be alone rather than be with a piece of shit stuck up full of himself a woman who is quite frankly not worth my time. You know, and it's just going to treat me like shit. I'm not going to be with somebody like that.
What?
You know?
Why are you making this video?
I refuse to deal with that. Okay, I'm in my 30s now, going in my mid-30s. I'm done with
you were right on.
Childish shit.
Wow,
man.
I was.
I'm done with that high school drama bullshit, man. I'm done with it. Done with that Mickey Mouse bullshit. Okay, that's where I stand. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. Tough shit. Click off the video, click off the channel, and move the fuck on with yourselves if you don't like it. So that's where I am, man. I'm not playing by anybody else's rules. I'm not playing by these female rules.
7 minutes of straight ranting.
What is this video?
It's a list of requirements.
Where I stand, man. I don't give a shit about marriage. I don't give a shit about none of that. I personally didn't care for that shit anyway because marriage, the constitution of marriage nowadays is a joke.
Oh, is it ever?
Number one. Number two, marriage is fucking
the constitution of marriage.
You know, it's just
See, this confused me because he lists 3 things here, but they're not the requirements.
I am right now financially, and then number 3, again, I don't. Even if I had the first 2 things, I honestly don't see any woman that would be worth me doing that. I don't see any woman out here that would be worth marriage.
What?
It's just
that is insanity.
I just don't see it. So I don't even bother. I don't waste my time. I'm solo. I'm a lone wolf. I'm single. I prefer it that way. So it is what it is. But since we're entertaining the idea of
here we go
and all that, since I'm on the subject,
I wouldn't go that fast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because, hey, it's content. And I'm sure you guys want to hear my opinion on this, as do you know, pretty much everything else that I talk on this channel about. And I guarantee you this is going to be a Wrestling Otaku exclusive video right here on the channel. And I can assure you this is going to go on the archive channel at some point.
Oh, you know it, Wrestling Otaku.
Mark this video down. It's going to be a historic
Come on, man, hurry up. I'm trying to learn how to get pussy, dude.
And all that kind of stuff. So
I'm over here rotting away. My balls are going to fall off like I'm a castrated cow, dude. They're turning blue.
In terms of dating,
come on, WO, you're my only last resort. Wrestling Otaku, give me the list of requirements.
But very
I'm leaking.
I'm going to see it, but I have set, in light of this whole topic, I have set some standards for myself when it comes to this. They want to live up. They want to have their little unrealistic fucking expectations or goals or standards of men. Well, guess what? I got my own expectations.
Yeah, let's hear them.
For when it comes to women. When it comes to a woman that I want to date.
Let's fucking
go. That's where I'm at right now. And so, in light of that, I have created a list.
Yes.
A list of
this is what I need. This will definitely get me pussy.
Must meet in order to date me.
Are we gonna get there?
So that's pretty much what the title of this video is going to be. My list of requirements for dating, or a list of requirements that a woman must meet to date me, or however you want to put it.
Or however you want to put it.
Fancy title later on. But anyway, so I have created the list, and I have indeed written it down.
Tell me the list.
The handy.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said?
Yes, the same one.
I've created a list and.
But anyway, so I have created the list, and I have indeed written it down in the handy dandy notebook. Yes, the same one that I've been typing or writing other stuff in. So here's the list.
Give me the list.
So these are my prerequisites.
Come on, I want to write this down.
I'm pretty sure that's how you say it.
Okay, I got notes.
These are my requirements for dating. These are my requirements for any woman who wants to date me. And yes, this is for women only. Because I'm not no fruitcake. I don't swing in the other way. Okay, there's no sausage party over here. Okay,
get on with it.
Get out of your minds right now.
Come on, I got my pen.
Specify this because if I don't, these jerk offs in the fucking comments and on social media are gonna say whatever.
Oh, come on, I need pussy, bro. Come on, hurry up.
I'm telling you, this is strictly for women.
Not going to ever get to it.
Date me. So there you go. Again, I don't have a
problem. Oh my God, come on.
Let me say this before I just get to the list here. Dude. I don't have a problem if somebody identifies as homosexual or gay if you're a man and you like another man, or if you're a woman you like another woman. I don't have a problem with that.
He just said it 4 different ways.
That's your preference. That's your choice. Whatever have you. And
if you're gay or homosexual or a man that likes a man.
Get the fuck out of here with this, you're born that way or they're born that way. Bullshit. Bullshit, you're born that way. So you mean to tell me that women are born straight or they come up straight for most of their life and then all of a sudden they just turn gay or turn lesbian? Fuck off. Fuck off with that, this is a life choice thing. It's a preference.
All right, get to the list.
Over it. But anyway, as I was saying,
yes, all right.
I have no problem with gay people, okay? I have no problem with gay guys. I have no problem with who identifies as homosexual. I've actually come across several pretty cool homosexuals.
We're more than halfway through.
You know, when I'm on the register or when I'm helping somebody out, I've come across several, gay dudes, and they're pretty cool. They're actually some of the coolest people I've ever met.
They're some of the coolest people I've ever met.
This is like the I have a black friend thing.
He's like, yeah, at my work, there's some they're cool. There's some cool gay people. They're actually the coolest people I've ever met. I actually think about hanging out with them all the fucking time. I actually am gonna call them as soon as I finish doing this video because I am rock hard.
Hey, Craig Bruce, are you hanging out? I'm ready to come over.
Yeah, I need to pop that brussy, bro.
Oh my god, this guy's amazing. Are we ever gonna get?
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. It's coming up. You got your pen ready?
With that. I'll greet them the same way I'll greet anybody else. Any race, any creed, any gender, any sexuality. I treat everybody the same. All I ask is that you treat me the same way.
All right, we will.
Don't force your gayness or don't force your sexuality onto me because I ain't having it.
All right.
That's just all I ask.
Yep. Fine.
Doing that.
But with that being said, now I got that out of the way.
Right.
Let us get to the list. You ready? My list of requirements for a woman to date me.
Okay.
Okay, first off, very important.
Write this down.
You must be moderately attractive. Now, what I mean by that is,
I
don't mean you have to be fucking Tyra Banks or America's Next Top Model attractive. I don't mean you have to be a fucking perfect 10. You could
so
be
he's got a preference.
A 5 or a 4, and I would still date you. It's just
not bad.
All it requires that you're moderately attractive,
so
and at the very least, you keep your appearance.
Moderately attractive.
Take care of yourself. At the
5
very
or
least.
4.
Just do basic stuff. Take care of yourself. Brush, shower, clean your clothes, stuff like that.
Right. So everything you don't do. Gotcha.
Okay.
Brush and shower.
That's all I ask. Women do that shit anyway, so that's all I ask is that you keep up appearance.
He did just require that they brush and shower.
If I'm not around. That's
all right, so we got number 2 should be coming up.
The last thing I want is some, just
come on.
So wait,
just woman
brushing and shower is part of attractiveness?
It's part of a requirement, Alan.
Hey, requirement number 1, being moderately attractive.
You must be moderately, it's a must. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, let's let him finish up number 1, and we can get on to his second requirement, because I'm dying over here.
Hair over the place, clothes dirty, stuff like that. I just can't get behind it. I just can't do that.
All right.
Can't do it. At the very least, clean yourself up. Or keep yourself clean up, and be moderately attractive.
Okay.
Again, you don't have to be a freaking supermodel.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
All right. So next up, I got that first one out of the way. Okay. So next, you must be independent. In other words,
that's not
you
bad.
Must have your own job and make your own money. You must have your own income, have your own source of income, because I am not taking care of you. I am not.
You're trying to date someone and straight up telling them you have to be hot, and I'm also not going to take care of you whenever you need me to. Right. Okay, so I'll write that down. I'll put a star next to number 2.
Yes, because he's obviously too busy taking care of himself.
Okay.
Hold on. Sorry. So anyway, the point I was just making, you must be independent, must make your own money, must have your own job, have your own income, because I'm not taking care of you. I'm not providing for you. I'm not your daddy.
Okay.
I'm not no fucking sugar daddy. I'm not your fucking personal bank. I'm not your fucking personal loan agent or none of that shit.
You got to slow down.
No freebies over here, all right? You must make your own money. You must provide for yourself. It's as simple as that. Take it or leave it.
Okay. You need to buy your own Mountain Dew Code Red.
Give me, lend me, can you spare all that bullshit, okay? And if there comes a time where you have to borrow something or I have to borrow something from you, you must be willing to give it to me. And I'll, if you have to borrow something for a time, I'll give you, we'll work something out. But you better be willing to pay back. And
all right. So you must be moderately attractive and you must be independent so far, right? Okay.
And depending on what happens, I may or may not accept.
Three should be coming up.
A payment back. That sort of thing.
Okay.
But the point is, just be independent. Have your own money. So next up, all right. So next up, a woman must know how to cook and be willing to cook at all times. Now this is not as big a deal as the first 2. Now, I prefer eat out stuff anyway. I do a lot of eat out.
Yeah, you do.
That's a pretty good way to put it.
It is what it is. That's just how. That's
fucking Greg. Eat out with Greg Bruss.
But if it's a point where we have to eat in or want to eat in for a change or whatever,
asshole's
asshole. Big holiday coming up, like for example Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner
so
or whatever the case
holidays,
may be,
right?
I expect a woman to at least know
holidays
how to
must.
Okay, now I'm not trying to.
So you need to be independent, but I don't know how to cook, so you also need to cook for me too.
Okay, yeah, I'll add that as a cliff note.
Know how to cook. It's just as simple as that, I like for a woman to cook for me every once in a while. It's just, it is what it is. So at the very least, know what you're doing. At the very least, know your way around the kitchen. So that's all I want to say.
Oh my God.
Say on that. So,
right.
must
it's so cliche too.
Must know how.
All right, let's do the next one.
So next up, must be cleanly, must be tidy, and you must clean
must
up
be
after
cleanly?
yourself. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. That kind of falls in line with the taking care of yourself as well. But if you make a mess, like you're just I don't care if it's your place, my place, our place, if we're living together, whatever living situation is, just be tidy, clean up after yourself, stuff like that, I don't like
simple things like that.
Woman. It's just how it is.
Same.
And I'll do the same. And I expect if we're living together
100%.
that you take care of the majority of the cleaning duties. And I'll do my share as well. I'm not just going
to the majority though.
And do nothing.
Equal. Remember it was 50-50.
But I expect you to be tidy at the very least. So at least a module level of tidiness.
He likes the term moderate.
All right, so next all right. A woman must be courteous and must be friendly at all times, okay? I don't want a woman with no fucking attitude. I don't like
me neither.
Just bitchy for the sake of being bitchy. I don't care if,
You must be nice, you fucking cunt.
It's that time of the month. I don't care if, that's just how you are. I just don't like
I just don't like women.
Mentally unstable, bitchy women. It's just mentally
unstable,
not really my
bitchy.
It's just not really my
women.
Thing, so,
all right,
so I expect you to be kind-hearted, to be courteous, to be friendly. So towards me or anybody, unless somebody gives you a hard time, if somebody else is being, like say for example, we're out in public and somebody
there's exceptions to every rule,
whatever, then I give you full reign to go off on that person.
Yeah.
But just don't bring it my way. Okay, I
think he's gay too.
So just
so like if he's out with like his girl, and some guy's harassing her, it's up to her to take care of it and not to bring it his way. You know what I mean? Because he's eating out. So
he is a kingpin.
Yeah, I mean, look at those eyebrows. They're hiding behind those aviators.
Does he ever take them off?
I don't know, but he's got some gay ass anime shirt on. This dude is a supreme gentleman. Yeah, this dude is a supreme gentleman who probably loves the video diaries of Elliot Rodgers.
I expect you to carry yourself in a certain manner. I expect you to carry yourself in a certain way as to, because you represent yourself and you represent me in a relationship. So I expect you to be kind-hearted and friendly at all times. So
I'm writing it down.
Just
is give up puss anytime I ask for one of them?
I don't like it. I don't do it to other people.
I don't know. We'd have to wait.
But yeah, so that's that. Okay, so next up.
All right,
let's see.
Number 6.
And did I mention before with the being independent? I don't want any. And I probably should have mentioned this when I made this point first, but I'll just go back real quick.
Okay, all right.
Just make sure
I'm just sitting here waiting.
Just to make sure I touch all my bases here. When I say
Wrestling Otaku, anytime.
Make your own money. Have your own
Dr. Rhythm, rule number 49, never mention my sunglasses.
No, none of that shit. Okay, like I said, I'm not your sugar daddy or none of that shit.
Okay,
you make your own fucking money.
Noted.
Yes, you've said this 1,000 times.
And I'll do the same.
I hear you, Wrestling Otaku. Yeah, I know. I get it.
That'll be great.
Yes, I know.
But,
okay, moving on.
I'm not one of those fucking douchebag guys who just lives.
I know you're not. Move on.
So you don't have to worry about that part.
Okay, moving on.
All right, so next up, it's a big one. Next up, a woman must be willing and ready to give me sex anytime I want it.
Yes.
That's right. Anytime of the day. Obviously not in public. Well, hell, if it's a situation, maybe in public. But,
for them or for him. I'm just glad.
But no, man, a woman must
do
be
some
willing
kinky
to give
shit
it to me at any time, at any point during the day.
So I just want to say, he just wants to rape someone and not get charges.
Yeah.
A woman must be ready and willing to give me sex anytime I see fit. That is non-consensual, and that is the definition of illegal rape, sir. You are wanting to rape women. You are a horrible, horrible piece of ugly shit. Holy fuck.
I mean, you're not a legal expert, so let's ask a legal expert. Yeah, I would say that's rape. Thanks, Craig.
Yeah. I can ask Freddie, actually. Yeah, Freddie, is that rape?
Yeah.
Okay, it's rape. Moving on.
I don't want to hear. I don't want you to give me no attitude or none.
This
of that
is
shit.
about rape.
Feel like it. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You must be willing to give it up to me.
That's non-consensual sex.
At any point of the day, because I've actually had relationships.
Are you writing this down? You gotta write this down.
That they will give me sex anytime I wanted it. You don't believe me?
All right, so
we got believe you.
We got number 6, rape.
I expect.
Okay, I'll write that down.
To be ready to give it up at any time. We're in a relationship, so yeah. If we're in a relationship and it's romantic, consensual, I expect you to be ready to give it to me at any time. And finally, and this one isn't as serious. This is kind of one I just threw in there.
All right.
Finally, whenever we're by ourselves, wherever we're alone, at home or in private, you must call me master at all times. Like when you come in the door, like say for example, if you're coming in from the store or coming in from work and you see me and I'm doing whatever, so you greet me. When you greet me, I expect you to say hello, master, or something like that. Or when you wake up in the morning, when you wake me up or whatever have you, or I wake you up or whatever, I expect you to greet me by saying good morning, master, or good evening, master,
Expects
or any kind of stuff like that, because that would be fucking amazing. that would be so great. Just a little
he really thinks he loves that idea.
This dude definitely has a fucking goon cave where he just goons for 15 hours, probably with like all shit porn and anime and lolly porn on fucking 17 different screens, and he's just gooning. This dude sucks.
This guy is the worst.
But that one's not as big a deal. But
that one's okay. I'll write that down. So
okay,
they're definitely big deals, and I expect
that one can be negotiable. So
but not rape.
So number 7 is negotiable.
Rape is non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable rape. I'll write that down. All right. So I'm pretty much done with this guy. So just to recap, we have number 1, you must be moderately attractive. Number 2, you must be independent. Number 3, a woman must know how to cook and be willing to cook at all times. That's culinary rape.
Okay.
Number 4, must be cleanly, must be tidy, and you must clean up after yourself. Number 5, a woman must be courteous and must be friendly at all times. Number 6, non-negotiable rape. Number 7,
it's insane. It's insane.
Call me master.
Negotiable.
So there you have it, folks. I can't wait to go paint the town red, go out in the town, maybe go get a sparkling water somewhere and try and rape someone, apparently, because that's the only way you can get a date in wherever the fuck he lives. His grandma's fucking basement, shed in the back.
Oh my god, and those sunglasses.
Oh my god.
This
Okay, so
insane.
So moving on from him doing his requirements. This is only going to be like a minute or so. Listen to how he treats this journalist.
All right, what's going on, folks? Wrestling Otaku back here, one and only Wrestling Otaku channel, your personification of excellence on YouTube and YWC, the kingpin of the IWC, the O-Dog, back here with this late night video. It is officially Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. So real quickly, I feel the need to, honestly, just hearing how things have gone the last couple days, I feel the strong need to call a certain somebody out, a certain journalist, a certain public media figure, a certain reporter in wrestling and sports in general, and based on the shit that he's been doing, I feel the need
those
to
aren't journalists.
Marissa says same shirt, same sunglasses. These are under. These were filmed like not on the same day.
But I feel the strong need to do this again. So Ariel Helwani,
here we go.
You know what? I am sick of you, motherfucker. I'm sick of hearing you. I'm sick of hearing about your name. So let me tell you something, you Aaron Hernandez looking skinhead fucking fruitcake faggoty bitch. Let me tell you something, dude. You want to run around here and act like your shit don't stink. You want to run around here and act all big and bad and all high and mighty just because you act like you got one over on somebody. Because, I got one over on TK.
That's one.
I got one over on Tony Khan.
That's 2.
I got one over
That's
on
3.
AEW. Nigga, what you need to do is get
That's 1.
What you need to do is get your ass on fucking somewhere and actually do your damn job. That's what you need to get up on about. That's what you need to fucking do. You want to talk about how you got one over on somebody. Bitch, why don't you come here into Central Maryland and try to get me face to face? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that with your fruitcake ass or fruity name? What kind of name is Ariel for a fucking dude anyway? Fucking Ariel, that's a goddamn main character, fucking Little Mermaid. You little fruit cup. So let me tell you something. You're not tough.
All right.
You're not tough at all.
He goes on, but we don't have to watch more of it.
Oh my. Okay.
So that's Wrestling Otaku.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I really hope that he sees this and responds to my rape allegations against him. Because what he is promoting is not legal. Just throwing that out there. And you're retarded.